Hey, what's up? And I'm back. This is Dragon Ball Z XD15, and this is a new video. I decided to do a tutorial video on how I do my drawings. Now, this is basically for people who are just starting to draw Dragon Ball Z, and they may get upset at their drawing because it doesn't look like the actual character, or the hair doesn't look big enough, or the facial expression is not right. But I'm here to show you how it's done. This is a tutorial on how to draw Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which is probably one of the easiest characters ever, besides Krillin, obviously. But other than that, Gohan's probably the easiest. What you want to start with, or what I start with, you can draw the space circle thing, but I don't. But you don't have to really, but it works. Like, I started doing that when I started drawing, but I stopped doing it because I didn't really need it anymore. So what you're gonna start with is the eyes. You're gonna draw kind of like a rectangle, and then the eyebrows. Let me do it better. Eyebrows, like I said, it's the same rectangle. And the eyes. When I started, the eyes were a huge problem for me, to be honest, because the eyes are important for the look, because for some reason, if you don't get the eye right, he won't even look like himself, which is weird, because they're just eyes. They're just like a small oval at the top of the actual eye. But unfortunately, yes, the eye has to be perfect. Well, not everything is perfect, but as you can see, I can't really draw it now, but it doesn't even have to be perfect, like I said. You just have to make it look like a character as much as possible. And what you do is just draw an oval. Now what you want to do is the sideburns, which is the hair, which is like probably right there near the eyebrow. It helps to shape the size of the whole face. And then you just start drawing the face, the ear, and you do something for the other side. Okay. Now the ear is even detailed. You don't have to go too much up in the air. But yeah, facial expression is important. The whole visual is important. The hair is probably the most important thing in Dragon Ball Z. Hair now. It's just a bunch of like rectangles with triangle finishes at the end. You just want to draw some rectangles for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And then you draw the huge hair. And it curves a little. If you notice that in his hair, in the anime, it's kind of like a curve going up, and then it goes kind of straight. and it comes down straight, and then it follows up by going curvy. That's where it follows. The other side, it's not really the same. It's just a straight going up, and then come down and curve. The hair is actually not. Doesn't really matter what you make the hair look like, as long as it looks like it like it fits his head, and it's pretty big, not too big, so it won't look like him. Alright, so that's the hair. Now, the neck. You won't make it too big. You shouldn't make it too wide either. At the same time. Shoulders and everything. It's important. The thing about Dragon Ball Z is that it's slightly hard for a lot of people to draw, just because the face doesn't look like him in the picture, or how to make the eyes actually look, to make him look like himself. The hair's not really good. I'm gonna change that later on. Dragon Ball Z is really, to be honest with you, no one blames the people that try to draw Dragon Ball Z. It's pretty hard, actually. It took me a couple years to actually master it, actually shade and outline and all that. It took me a couple of years. I only started drawing when I was 10 years old. I'm 13 now, so 3 years. But I've actually started. I wanted to actually start when I was 8, because that's when I started liking Dragon Ball Z, and I started wanting to draw. And I was horrible at drawing when I was 8, and as I practiced through 9, I started getting better. And I got even way better as I was 10 years old. Excuse me. As I was 10 years old. And I'm 13 now, and I can draw a lot of things from the anime. And I can draw them better than I did when I was a kid. Which might happen to you if you keep practicing, and if you don't, then how you gotta become a good drawer. I mean, drawing is not really what I wanted to do in my life as a job or whatever. It's just something that I do when I'm bored or I have nothing to do. I don't want to go outside and all. It's just something that you can enjoy, and everyone can enjoy your drawing, your friends and all. If you have any good friends that draw, that works too. Now the detail, which is the lines in them. You don't really have to draw them. It's not really important, but it makes sense because it's not the hair that Goku first transformed into a Super Saiyan against Frieza. He didn't have these hair outlines or whatever they are. He had just hair that was yellow and glowing and all. And yeah, shading. You just draw the line where you're shading and all, and you shade lightly not so hard because it would smudge. That could just ruin it. And what you want to do is take your finger and just slowly wipe it down, and rub it against it. And then what you want to do is, if there's any like ink on your hands, rub it against the face, because that's when you're not gonna shade, and it's just gonna be regular color face. Toilet like paper could be used too, like toilet paper that rub it is good. You can probably use anything that you can think of that won't smudge it, and it can still be visual and nice looking. See, this is not my best drawing, but it's just a tutorial, so I didn't really want to do anything that will involve me like doing full body, which would probably take hours, because a lot of my drawings were like an hour. The longest of my drawings were an hour and to 3 days. Some of my drawings took an hour, some of my drawings took 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 days. But anyway, that's basically it. I don't want to go further. I hope this helped you guys, and I'll see